guys, today I have the other collaboration video that I spoke to you about that I said was coming in October. It is October, and I have this for you. Now I want to go ahead and start this by saying I do have one of these. I do have one of these machines, not the exact same model, but it is the same brand. And I have a friend, or a couple, a couple of friends, a married couple, anyway, who I have talked to before I even agreed to this, to find out if they would want my old one, which is not that old, but if I got this one. So I'm going to bless them with my other one and keep this one. But this is an AMZCHEF coffee grinder, and it is a single dose coffee grinder with 75 settings and 40 millimeter burrs. I don't really know what that part means. Anti-static espresso grinder for home use, low retention magnetic outlet, quiet DC motor, a vacuum dosing cup, and an LED light. I'm going to open this up. Now, I don't know what everything means when it has to do with these things. I just grind my coffee and put it in my pot the way I like it to be done. Oh, I thought that I had already cut that. Let me grab some scissors off the refrigerator, or actually that's a freezer. I'm getting this video started before I go to the Salvation Army today to volunteer. The reason why I'm getting it started now is because there are parts here that I want to wash, and then I'm going to finish the video when I get back home. But I'm going just to volunteer for just a little bit today. I volunteered for the last 2 days over there. I usually only do like 1 to 2 days a week, but this week it's going to be 3. But this one is the 75 grind setting, stainless steel conical burr, tap to clean grind nozzle, airtight container to keep fresh inside, a practical hopper bellow, a holders for the regular needs, just whatever the different things. And there's also, it says easy storage solution, which means, from what I gather, have not looked yet, the little thing folds up, I think. Here, the first thing out of the box is the manual. I wish everyone did that. That would be so fabulous if everyone did that. It would be so much easier on everyone. Alright, so let's see if I can. Wow, that was easy. Let me just go ahead and move that box. That was so easy. Can it get any easier to unpack something? Now, I didn't really need another coffee grinder. I didn't need one. But they did ask me to share this one. It's another edition of one, you know, like I have the other one, like I said. And I will try, I will not promise you, but I will try to link the other video down below. Let me get y'all a little bit closer so you can see this, because now that the box is gone, you might need to be a little bit closer to this. Okay, I did cut my head off a little bit, but I'm not the star of the show. This beauty is. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and start getting the things unpackaged. I maybe should have done that off camera, but let's see what all's in here. How do you open that? You open it like that. Alright, so there's, oh, what is that? That's a little brush. It's a little brush to clean things with. Isn't that cool? I didn't know that was in there. I get so excited about the weirdest things, don't I? Now, as I said, I don't know a lot about coffee grinders. I just know that I have learned that I like freshly ground coffee better than I do fancy. What's happening there? I don't know. I guess I'll learn about that too. I like freshly ground better than I do already ground. It just tastes better. Alright, here's the little chute. It's magnetic. That looks like some kind of. Alright, here's the little cup. This is what the things I need to wash. But I am going to put it together and then I'll take it back apart. This feels like it's like a little silicone sleeve thingy for the top. I don't know technical terms. Alright, let's take the actual thing out of here. Oh, there's another doodad. There's so many fun things. Oh, it looks like a lid. Well, wouldn't you just know it's a lid for that? Of course it is. That does seal well. It does have like a silicone. Focus, please. See, right there. Okay. I've got plastic stuck to my finger. That's neat. You could just grind up a little bit, like a couple days worth, because I mean that's fine. You don't know how long it's been ground if it's in the store already ground. I mean, you don't have to do this, but I like it. I'm wondering if that comes out. Oh my goodness, it went psh. It's like a little pressure release valve. I don't really know what it is. It's just kind of what I thought when I saw it. But anyway, this one I do believe might be a little bit narrower than the one I have. I don't know what this sticker is I'm taking off. Let's read the sticker thingy before I start taking it off. Oh, it's a button to press. Okay, it says press. So there, oh, it's a fancy color. Look at that. I like this color. Okay, so it has the different settings here. Now, I already know if this is anything like the other one, that I like it to be around 15 or so. So I'd probably leave it right about there. Okay, and I'm going to get my owner's manual because it's there and it's smart to use those things. And show you, let's see how to put it together. I probably should wait to put it together, but until after I clean everything, but I'm just gonna go ahead and do it. Now, this does, on the inside, it's got a little thing you can twist, and it's got a, it says open, close, lock and unlock. But I'm gonna show you on this side, whenever you turn it like that, there's a hole there. No hole. There's a hole there and there. Now there's no hole. There's one over there, but you can't get anything through that, which I'm wearing my contacts. But anyway, this is not, there's no way to get anything through that. To get your coffee to come through, you have to open it up. That's what I'm trying to say. So you just sit this in. I changed the setting again. Let me make sure I'm doing this correct. No, I'm not. Am I? Yes, I are. No, I'm not. What am I missing? What is going on? That part's in there. Is there a part missing? There can't be. This goes on top of that. That goes in there. It doesn't feel like it fits very tightly. It wobbles. That's why I'm wondering if I have something missing. No, because that part's in there. None of the parts are missing. Maybe it's supposed to be that way, or maybe I have it turned around the wrong way. Maybe I'm too scared to push it in because I don't want to break it. But that's where it goes, just like that. Y'all, you're supposed to turn that little doodad and lock it into place. That's what that's for. Okay. Okay. Y'all, it's early in the morning. I've been up since 4:30. It's 6:13 right now. Excuse my crazy. There's my brush. Anyway, here's the lid. wasn't anything missing. I was like, what in the world am I doing wrong here? Okay. So, this part right here is for the, it's the portafilter cradle. Okay. I don't have a clue what that means. What that's all about. Actually, it shows where you can, like, I don't know if it comes with a little, I guess it does not come with that little let me see. I don't know what that thing's called because I don't know about that part. I don't ever use the espresso part, and I don't know if it's supposed to come with the espresso little doodad. Okay. It says pair with the included knock tool. And you can achieve near zero retention, saving every gram. Okay, that's something that's in here already. What's in the box? Coffee grinder. Okay. I guess it doesn't come with that other part, which I would never use that other part anyway. But I'm going to go ahead and show you how that comes on here. I'm sure you can probably buy them. This would go... Okay, how does this work? I would think it would go down here. Does this come apart? Duh! How about use your senses, lady? There's that. I should have done this early in the morning, but y'all are probably getting some kicks and laughs and giggles, and I'm making you all happy. Anyway, and there's that part. Now, this one is to hold, like, the little... Oh, why'd you go off of there? One of these little tools, or little... Wow, where'd you go? It went straight off of there. Okay. This little thing here with the silver, with the black handle, is to hold that. I don't know what that's called, y'all. I use a coffee pot. I don't use an espresso machine. I use a drip. But anyway, these, if I can take it back off, go on here. Now, I don't know if one of them is supposed to hold... No, that wouldn't hold that. This just sits there. Okay. So, I really don't know what these are for other than those. If I ever do get one, I'll show you. But there's that. Here's the spout that goes on just like that. There's a bellow. Again, I don't know what the bellow is for. But that's what this is for. You put that on there, and then you've got that. I don't know what that's for. I will have to do more research. Let's see. I don't know what the bellow's for, honestly, but it's supposed to be on there, so we're going to leave it on there. It says, after each use, press the hopper bellow and grind nozzle several times to clean out any residue. So you press that down. It's to help clean it. And then you press this button over here. There we go. I learned something. It's to help you clean it. And there's your little cup. Now, I just made that extremely difficult for us, didn't I? I just talked about all kinds of things that didn't make sense. But, I'm sorry. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take all these little parts. That one. I'm going to undo that one. All these little parts here. And I'm going to wash them. And I'm going to let them dry while I am at the Salvation Army. And I'm going to come back later on. We're going to grind up some coffee. And I will tell you if I like the grind as much as I do my other one. But over here is where you set. Trying to get things out of our way. It's got 5 to 60 over here. And over here you can set it to however long. Now I usually do 3 seconds on my other one. I don't know what this one will be. But you can grind, I guess it's 60 seconds. And this is the start button. But you can also cancel with that. So it's off on button. It's a little bit simpler than the other one that I have. But that's cool. I like that. But also, it has a little bitty thing. You can kind of see it. The little magnetic, or the little silver little dot. It's got that there. And what that's for is to hold these. And I'm thinking you could just stick both of them in there. Just for storage, you have that there. Let's see what else that I can tell you. Oh, the little brush is to clean up in here. That's what that's for. And there's the light right there. But we'll turn it on and do other things. But it also tells you how to clean it. For you use a dry cloth. None of this is dishwasher safe. It's all hand wash only. It has a lot of safety information in here. And that's another language. We can't read that. But it just tells you about all the different things. How to clean all the little parts and how to take care of all that. Now you can also take this little part out to clean your fur in there. And it's very easy. You just stick this back in. It's got a little thing there. You stick it back in like, I don't know if I'm showing y'all very well. You stick it back in and you twist. I can't show you very well, but you twist it, and once you have it twisted, it won't come out. I can't get it to come out, but I can just turn it just a tiny bit and it pops right out. This is very easy for maintenance. It seems very easy to me so far. It seems like it's going to be easier to clean now that I've figured out a few of the things. But I'll be back. I'm sorry, this is already forever long, but I'll be back to show you how it works. I'm very excited about it, y'all, and I'm very excited about being able to give the other one to our friends. That's nice to be able to do. Let's see, you can press the button to stop grinding whenever you wish. So if you have it on for too long, like if you have it on for too many seconds, yeah, it's 5 to 60 seconds. That's what that was. I was right. But if you have it on for too long, if you're like, oh, that's too much, you can just turn it off at any time. So yeah, let me go ahead and let me tell you what this is. The model MD8306A. I'm excited, but I'm also excited about being able to give the other one to someone who needs it, who really wants to have their own coffee grinder. Alright, I'll be back. Okay guys, it is the next day because I ended up doing some more things, so I didn't get back to this. Plus, this stuff wasn't dry. I have this on a clean saucer. Actually, I think it's like a salad plate or something. I don't even know. But I'm going to get back to demonstrating this. So I'm going to get it all put back together. Got to put this part in first because it's very important. And for whatever reason today, Allie has decided to whine. She wants to come back inside, but she just ate, so she can't. I mean, she'll do her business in the house, so we can't have that. So, I mean, it's quite likely that she could. Hush, Allie. Okay, so I'm already thinking that the capacity for this one is going to be smaller than the other one. Now, I'm only telling y'all the differences because I own both, and they're both the same exact brand. So it's not as if I'm saying, well, this brand's better than that brand. They're both the same brand. I'm not saying one is better than the other. It's honestly up to preference. I am going to get my other one and come and sit it beside this one once I get all this put together. But, I mean, actually, this thing has such a good suction. Well, I can't, my cup part, I already have it apart on the other one. I do like how this has a little inset place in here. I don't think my other one does, because my other one, the cup just slides easily. This one has a little inset. Now, this is the coffee beans. These are the coffee beans that I took out of my other one just so that I could find out the difference in the capacity of this. I am almost certain this is going to be smaller. But you know, I've been wrong before about things. I wasn't wrong. There's a difference. But I don't care about that. That just means I will have to fill the hopper more often. I don't mind that one bit. Allie, please stop with your whining. So, now it's all put together, ready to go. I'm going to look over here and see what. Allie, I've got it on 5 seconds, so that's what I'm going to use. Now, one of the things about the other one is you can do cups or seconds. I never used the cups part, so I didn't really care. So, we're going to press the button, see what happens. Okay, I love that little light. That is so cute. That grind is a little finer than what I usually use, so I probably will change the setting here. But this is something I'm going to have to learn and figure out. 5 seconds is not enough for a pot of coffee. I'll have to learn and figure those things out too. But I think it's quieter than my other one. I'm almost certain it's quieter. I'm almost certain. But what another really great thing about this one is, if I wanted to save this until tomorrow or this afternoon, like put more in it, it's sealed and sitting there waiting on me until I'm ready to make my pot of coffee. I'll be right back. Okay, I went ahead and got the other one. Now, I want to show you one of the reasons why I like this bellow part. This part right here is supposed to, if there's any coffee left, it pushes it out. Okay, this one does not have that feature, and I wouldn't show y'all the difference if it wasn't the same brand. I wouldn't. Unless you ask. Yes. But this one does not have that feature, and you see, it's always a mess. It's always a bit of a mess there. But that's okay. Looking at the differences, this one is taller and a little bit wider, but for some reason it feels smaller. I can look at those and absolutely see that they are not, you know, there's all the plastic from this one, that they're not, you know, I mean, this one's wider up the top, but I don't know. They're both very sleek and nice, and I like them both. This one has more function, like buttons and stuff that you can change the time and minutes and, you know, the seconds and all that stuff. But, and this part's the same though with the changing the grind, but this one shows medium, coarse, and fine, whereas this one does not. But I am going to set this one a little bit coarser. Oh, that goes finer that way. Okay, I'm going to set it a little bit coarser and see what happens. Oh, listen. I love that. It just pushes it right out, and you don't have as much of a mess. That is closer to the grind that I like. But once I find the grind that I like, I will keep it there and I will remember what it is and I won't change it again. I don't have this one plugged up, or I would tell you what it is, or tell you what I would let you know the difference in the did I push that? It's so fun. Anyways, yeah, there we go. I can make me a pot of coffee. But this right here, you just take off and you can just clean that up. I love that feature. That's just so awesome. But yeah, I like both of them. I really do. But I had the opportunity to try another one, and I know someone I could give this to before I even said yes to this one. So I said yes, and I think that showing you guys different versions of the same brand could be a really, you know, good thing, so that you guys could see it. I'm going to close this up, and remember we have this little thing here. I'm really not, hold on, I pulled that up and air came out. What did it do that for? I'm trying to understand this little doodad because I didn't read it. Y'all know me. Anyway, pull that up and the air comes out, but I don't know why. But I'm gonna make my coffee in a minute anyways. Let me get this so y'all can see me a little bit better. My head's still a little bit wonky. But I like both coffee grinders, don't get me wrong. But I just feel like this one has features. Even though it has less features, it works better for me because I never used that one feature. But then it has other features like less grind time features. But it does have other features that are functional features, like the I've said the name of that thing a couple times now, can't think. The little squishy thing. That, and the fact that you can just, this is magnetic and you can just take it off and clean it and all that stuff, and clean all that with the little brush that comes with it. I think it's pretty cool. Now this one does have a pretty neat feature here where you just twist that and it comes up. But I'm going to fill it up with coffee beans for them because I don't know if they have any. But I already washed the other little things. But anyway, that's the AMZCHEF coffee grinder. Oh, I'm making all kind of horrible noises. My new one, let me not drop my coffee. I can't pull it over very far because I don't have much cord. But that's the new coffee grinder. I'm really happy with it. I think it's going to be a great addition to my kitchen because it is simpler, and for whatever reason it does seem smaller, even though I know for a fact it's not as, it's taller, and I think the bottom part is wider. I do believe it is, but for whatever reason it feels smaller. Maybe because it goes like up like this. I don't know. But anyway, I'm happy with it. I will leave the link for this down below in the description box if you guys are interested. You can only use it for coffee beans. This is not a spice grinder. Only coffee beans. But I wanted to make sure you knew that part. So thank you guys for hanging out with me today. I do appreciate it. I know this is a long video talking about coffee grinders, but y'all, since I've started grinding my own beans, my coffee just tastes better. It just does. I'm just happier with it. So I'll see you next time. Thank you so much for hanging out with me. I do appreciate it. And I already said that, but I'm going to probably say it 14 more times. Or maybe not in this video, but other times. I'm in a goofy mood this morning. If you don't mind, leave me a comment down below. Let me know how you're doing, because I really do want to know. If you have a prayer request, you can leave that down below as well. Like, share, and subscribe. And remember, don't take any wooden nickels, and be sweet.